The island was in anarchy. Work was getting done. The engines had no one to lead them, and certain projects just didn't have the funding. Sir Robert had gone missing after the explosion on Caitlin's train, and so had Sir Topham Hatt, but Sir Topham Hatt was unidentified. And this bothered a lot of engines, as they did not like the state the railway was in. "We have to do something about this," said Thomas. "We have no leader. Where's Sir Topham Hatt? We should send out a search party somewhere." "Yeah, and not to mention, where's Oliver?" said Donald and Douglas. "He's been missing for days as well. I haven't seen him anywhere," said Toby. "We should organize a meeting somewhere with all the engines on Sodor to discuss what we should do with the future of this railway. Because obviously right now the passengers are unhappy, and so are the engines, or at least most of us. Some of us are happy that we don't have any work to do." "So, about the meeting," said D199. "Where is it going to be?" "Let's hold one at the docks. I guess that could fit all the engines on this island. Not that there are many left, with Oliver missing, Gordon in the steamworks, and Sydney's just dead. So I guess we're holding a meeting at the docks? I guess so. Okay, Boko, D199, Norman, and Paxton go around the island and tell everyone." "What if they don't choose to come?" asked Boko. "Well, that's their problem. Then they don't have to come." "See you guys at the docks," said Thomas. "And remember, it's tomorrow." "Yes, of course," said Boko. Welcome, everyone. I have called upon all of you to discuss about the future of our railway. Now, I know some of you in the back can't hear me, but that's okay. You can have other engines inform you about what we discuss after this meeting. Now, of course, as you know, we have no leader, and as many of you have realized, this railway is in anarchy. No work is getting done at all. So that's why I have decided that we need an engine to lead this railway. And this engine has to be responsible. They have to be hardworking, and most importantly, they have to be willing to do their job. So, any suggestions? "Well," said Neville, "I say we nominate candidates, and then they can decide. And then after we nominate those candidates, we can have a big vote on who should be controller." "I feel like a road vehicle would be most suited for this job," said Duck. "The engines have to do all the work. The road vehicles, they have to do work, but they're just more suitable for the job." "If so, then I say we elect Oliver and Alf." "I'm sorry, but I don't think we would make great candidates. First of all, we're diggers, and we can't really move around fast. Maybe if Nelson was here, he'd make a great candidate, but he's not. As you all know, he's in repair. So I say we need an engine to lead this railway, as it's easier for them to get around. Road connection isn't the best on this railway, as you all know." "Well, I nominate D199, said Duck. "I nominate myself, said Hank. "I nominate the Sodor Railway Repair and Boko." "Those are all great nominations," said Thomas. "So I guess let's decide on one of them. So who are the candidates again?" "D199, Boko, the Sodor Railway Repair, Hank, and I nominate Murdoch." So there we go. We have a nice round number of 5 candidates. So I guess we choose to vote on one. So let's start with Hank. Who votes for Hank? If you vote for Hank, then whistle or honk or whatever you do. Okay, I guess no one votes for Hank. Now let's move on to Boko. "Allow me to introduce myself. I used to be controller of the mainland railway until a new controller took over. I was replaced because I had too much favoritism towards steam engines, so I tried to look for a job on Sodor, but Sir Tom had rejected. I feel like I would make a great candidate, and I'm a human, so it'd be much better." "You say you like steam engines?" "I love steam engines. In fact, I would order steam engines and replace all the diesels on this railway if steam engines were still in make." "Well, you can be our controller, I guess. You seem like a really nice person." "But don't replace the diesels on this railway. They're actually quite nice." "Well, most of them are." "Anyway, sure. I guess you're our controller now?" "Really, Thomas? You're just gonna let this guy who walked in 2 seconds ago become the new controller of the railway, who we have no idea about?" "Well, he kind of described his situation perfectly. He used to be controller of the mainland railway. He has experience. He loves steam engines. He's not going to turn against this railway. And how do we know he isn't lying?" we don't. And so he was elected as the new controller. Within just a few days of becoming controller, the new controller managed to rebuild Network Station in just a few days after he became controller. This boosted his trust with other engines a lot, and he was already looking to complete the new Chess project and trying to get another new private engine for the Duke and Duchess.